What's going on, Bears Nation? Welcome back to another video. Second City Sports Talk. I'm Keaton, here with Papa Bear, and the season is over.
It's over, yeah.
It didn't end the way we wanted to. Obviously, we're bummed out, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
I think it was clear, though, during the Saints game, that we just weren't the better team. The Saints were the better team.
Yeah.
And congratulations to the Saints. I'm actually cheering for the Saints for the rest of the playoffs.
Why, you don't want the Packers to win? No. Definitely don't want the Packers to make it in there for sure. But
no.
Yeah, I was telling Keaton, I think, it was a disappointing season, had a lot of highs and lows, mostly lows. This game, it was tough to watch after the first couple of drives, right? I mean, we opened up pretty good. You opened up looking pretty good, a couple of deep passes.
It really felt like after the first 2 or 3 drives on offense that we just kind of gave up. The play calling kind of felt like they were just laying down and just like giving up. And then it just felt like everyone on that offense just kind of decided that the game was over.
Yeah.
And the defense fought really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, defense.
Props to the defense.
The defense kept us in the game. I mean, it was a 4-point game at the half. And the defense was the reason for that. And the offense, it felt like the beginning of the season. Yeah. We cannot get the biggest problem this season, we couldn't get the offense and the defense working together to have a good game.
They never rolled at the same time. No. Maybe one game. I couldn't even tell you.
Probably the Texans game was the only one.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent game overall. We didn't get Montgomery going, and I could tell they were getting stuffed at the line, and just something about the play calling there. It's got to be play calling. Montgomery's so good. A couple times he sneaked through, he looked good, but play calling was drab as usual. Weren't really using Mitch as much as they should have. I think again they did not rollouts.
I was very frustrated watching the game. With the conservativeness of the Bears. After those 2 big throws to Wims and then he dropped one.
He catched the hard one, right? He catched the harder one. Beautiful catch, and then he just totally flubbed that one. That could have changed the whole entire game.
I think if he caught that, we might have won.
I mean, there's a chance. But we would have been up 10-7 with that. I mean,
and you can't. I mean, Wims is like our 4th, 5th string wide receiver.
Yeah. Oh, injuries, man. Injuries and what's his face getting kicked out, which again,
Anthony Miller.
I mean, you can't do that stuff.
But at the same time, I mean, that kind of push and shove stuff happens all the time.
The refs saw the push, but didn't see what happened before.
I mean, the refs were frustrating the entire game. I mean, that penalty on Cole Kmet.
Oh, God, that is
how are you going to penalize a guy for giving the ball to the ref? When did that become a penalty? I was so pissed.
I think they thought he was probably kind of taunting the Saints player with that ball, but there's no way he was.
There was no way.
The refs are going to look at that. I'm sure they're going to talk to that ref about that. There's no way that should have been a penalty. That was dumb. But hey, we got to take our advantage when we have it, and they never did. I think the play calling was the worst. Talk about laying down. Remember the end of the game, or not the end of the game? It was that. Where was it? Where we basically just turned it in? Was it the end of the half where they kind of just turned it in and just
they just kind of like ran the ball,
and it was
3
like
times in a row.
What are we doing?
I was like, come on,
what are we doing here?
Like
come on,
we had a whole minute left to try to drive down, take the lead, get some points before the end of the half, and we just give up. And I think if we look at the whole season in retrospect, it was just we never got consistency going, and it showed in this game. We just couldn't get anything rolling on offense, and there wasn't really any consistency. Obviously, I mean, we started 5-1, and we lose 6 straight, then we win 3 straight. I mean, it was just a crazy season. Not the season Bears fans were looking for. Not the one we're hoping for.
Yeah,
maybe
we made the playoffs. So it's a little bit of a positive. I'm sure Nagy will still be around next year. I'm not sure Mitch may be here. Who knows? We'll talk more about those things in coming up episodes. How
about that catch by Jimmy Graham? That's probably the best meaningless catch of all time.
That's like how to end the game, but that's so crazy. Meaningless catch. It was a beautiful catch.
I mean, one-handed, just kind of caught it like that.
He's done that before. He's a big guy. But anything else you want to say about that game other than we should have won it, but we didn't. So.
It's disappointing. I think the Bears now have a choice whether they kind of whether they like kind of go backwards and try to get rid of some players and open up some cap room, or whether they try to build up this team for one last push. I think that's a huge decision that the general manager needs to make.
All right. Well, anyway, that's our reaction to it. Unfortunate reaction.
Yeah.
Hopefully better for next year. We're going to keep bringing you some Chicago sports content, Cubs, maybe some other sports content coming up here as well. We'll cover the playoffs Wednesday, do some more coverage for that. Maybe do some Bears trivia. Keep an eye out for that coming up here. And, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. Want to sign us off here?
Yeah, thanks for joining us as usual. There's always next year, I guess. That's one positive.
Always next year.
Always next year. That's all for this video.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take care.